How are you all on this wonderful equinox? Yeah? Are you well? Has it been a good day? Welcome to my part of the Tarot Corner on the actual exploration of our major cards. Today we're exploring the radiant energy of the Sun card. And this major card is all about positivity, joy. And it gives us the life force of everything that makes us happy, that provides joy. If you've not been here before, my name's Anne-Marie and welcome to Tarot with Anne-Marie. This is a channel where we look at different cards and we concentrate on one tarot card and then we get to look at the symbology of this card. I can help you because I've been a professional tarot teacher and reader with over 30 years experience now, and so this has been my profession. The Sun card, what's its core meanings? In actual fact, it radiates optimism and it reminds us that even in life's darkest moments there's always going to be light. And so this is a card that heralds triumphs, achievements and the recognition of our efforts. So it's a bit like saying whatever you've been working at is paying off. And if you've actually really been working hard at certain things, then it really is a case of those things that you've enjoyed are now paying dividends. It's not really like the World card. We'll be coming to that in a week or two, not far away. But the difference is that the Sun card is very much more about you. You as a person, you, me. What makes me happy? What do I want to do? How do I want to actually chill out? What would be the best thing that I could do for myself that I would truly enjoy? So the Sun invigorates us and it reminds us of our inner strength and our ability to thrive. If spending time with your family is what floats your boat, that's what you must do. And it's all about your own self-expression. And it's about saying, you know what, I'm not going to apologise for being myself and I'm going to let my true inner light shine. So there are going to be examples of what this card means in a reading, but really it's about the meanings that's coming on Tuesdays. That is when I actually combine cards and show you how it would come up in a reading. So in a relationship, if this card came up in a love reading, it would signal that it brings you joy and it brings a connection that's joyful. Things that are making it feel like there's a commitment and the commitment that you want, not necessarily in traditional terms, but what you're looking for. And that's the whole idea of the Sun card. It's what the individual happiness of you. So for some that might be marriage, for some it might be living together, for some it's I want you to be my special person, but I don't need any of that. I just want to be with you. For some it might be, I need to do my own thing, but I want you in my life. Whatever it is, but there's some sort of commitment there. In a career, it might indicate kind of promotion or a successful project being launched, or simply feeling that you're really fulfilled with the work that you're doing. It's also a big card of personal growth, and this card speaks of overcoming challenges with a really positive attitude and about finding your inner strength. What's the shadow side of the Sun? Like any card, there's always got to be a bit of a down. It's just essential to make sure that you're not overconfident and not to let arrogance sort of tip on the side of not being self-aware, as it were, because autism is wonderful, isn't it? But we mustn't ignore red flags and be over trusting of situations. The Sun card, number 19 in the major arcana, and the number symbolises the tarot's creative, cheerful and robust nature. And it represents the power and creativity and the optimism, the drive. So that comes from that number 1. So we've got 19, so we've got number 1 and we've got number 9. So the 1 is representing power, a self, the creativity, me, optimism, drive. 9 for the 19 brings out that inspiration, your progress, your compassion, and your understanding. And when we add up 1 and 9 together, we get a 10, don't we? If it was 10, we'd be looking at that card, the Wheel of Fortune. Also, we would look at the fact that the 1 brings us back into that first house, the house of the self, which is our astrological side of things. So 19 also gives us renewal, regeneration, and it means we are at the top of our game. So it's a really good number and brings about a lot of action and creativity. And the Sun card is astrologically linked to Leo, which represents vitality, fun, play, strength, positivity, drama, entertainment, all these things. Now, let's go into the image of our actual card. So our figure shows that there is a child riding on a white horse. It's inside a walled garden under a bright, serene sun. And the sun is the source of light and the energy that sustains all of life that's on earth. So this card represents a hopefulness which encompasses force that inspires, revitalizes in every aspect of our lives. It signifies an end to past setbacks and stresses that we've had, because we've got to that point where we're finding joy. It gets rid of the stress because we're choosing to go, I'm still stressed, but I'm not going to worry about it today. I'll figure it out. So it gives us the opportunity to grow, because when we're like that, our best ideas come. The Sun card brings a solid and stable foundation, and it's liberating to experience joy and happiness, like that of feeling as if it takes us back to our childhood, which is why we've got a child on there. That's partly the reason. Let's have a look at the Sun's face, which appears to be very serene, yet playful. Look at those eyebrows, almost like they're kind of, It observes us, so the Sun's looking at that small child, which is us, and it's positioned head on, making everything visible. So nothing's hidden, everything's transparent. When this card comes up, that's what it means, transparency. There's nothing to hide. I am prepared to get naked in front of you because there is absolutely nothing here to hide. If we look at this, the rays extend outwardly and they fill that child's garden with warmth and light and the possibility of growth. There are 21 rays that are on the Sun, and they are symbolic of each of the other major arcana cards, even though there's 22, 21 for the others. This one, of course, is the extra one, making 22. Hope that makes sense. The energy of the Sun brings a sense of simplicity, and that allows us to have rapid energy, which makes things change, and it helps us because if we embrace simplicity, we get a natural flow. A Sun's a major arcana card, isn't it? And that represents hope, positivity, and signifies that everything will be all right. And all paths will lead back to happiness. It's a kind of symbolizing that everything's going to be all right, and that now you're going to get the rewards because you've been working hard and you've made sure you know what you want, which makes you happy. The individual, it's not about other people. It's about you, what makes you happy. And in this card, this child is depicted as playing behind a garden wall, and the wall is symbolic of shelter and, of course, safety. The wall's made up of stone blocks, And those blocks are symbolic of commitment and dedication to actually building it. So it's about putting things together of what's in harmony and what works. And what that's standing for is that it takes time and effort to create something that brings security. And that's what that wall is symbolic of. So walls represent security, permanence, and something that's tangible. And although they may be viewed as barriers and restrictions, in this context, it's a safe place for the child to play without fear or worry. All the past obstacles have been removed, allowing the child to enjoy the freedom that they've longed for. So this allows us to let our hair down and act freely without fear or judgment. And on top of the wall, there are 4 sunflowers, and they're blooming. And they're symbols again of safety. Remember, our child is vulnerable. And number 4 is a number of stability, of building something that's a sign of hope within our physical lives. 4 is a number of consolidation, structure, security. So that is very much why we have those 4 sunflowers. The child's surrounded by 3 sunflowers on one side of the card and 1 on the other, as you can see. And that arrangement represents creation for 3 and purpose and potential for the one that's on the other side. And sunflowers are known for being bright and optimistic flowers, and they symbolize love, honesty, loyalty, and they're all believed to bring good luck. Sunflowers, they earn their name because they tend to turn their bright yellow faces towards the sun. There you go. And in this case, the sunflowers face the child. This is a child holding all of the sun's hope, potential, and energy. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. The sunflowers in this picture are firmly rooted, and they're representing being grounded, stability, and energies that allow ideas to establish. And they're built on solid foundations and favourable foundations, and that's all towards the future. All right. Just like sunshine flowers, they shower us with vitality and liveliness, and they remind us that now is the best and most favourable time. So enjoy it. The moment's yours. Go and enjoy. They bloom in summer through to early autumn, and they symbolise the freedom of our youth and young adulthood, where we are still unburdened by responsibilities. Anything that makes us feel young again. We stop feeling like that when we get our first Saturn return, which is when we are 30, and there is no excuse then. We've been told by the universe, you are an adult. But when you see the Sun card, adult or not, whether you're in your first Saturn return, your second, or even your third, lucky you if you are, because it's every 30 years, then you are reminded that it's so much fun to actually connect with what makes you happy. So in bloom, they will show established growth and a promise for more. This child in this picture is happy and content, and it shows that there is a trust and an openness and a youthfulness and sincerity. And if you look, the arms are open wide. So this is an openness. The sun's energy in this scene is meant to be enjoyed and celebrated because it's about vigour and enthusiasm. We're fully awake and full of light and should not waste a single drop of that daylight. So the child could be any age, someone as young in years or young at heart, simply enjoying what life's got to offer. He absolutely enjoys life regardless of time or the situation. Now, he's been shown as being naked. The fact that it means this purity, innocence, nothing to hide. I fear nothing, and transparency. I've got nothing up my sleeve, this kind of thing. And it represents the liberation from things that hold us back. That's what nakedness is also representing. He's enjoying himself, playing and experiencing life with purity and innocence. And it's providing freedom and the ability of having no worries. That doesn't mean that we're being a child and we've got no worries. It's that we're choosing to not worry about it today and to enjoy life, because what's it about if we don't actually take that time to enjoy things? And his gaze is directed to one side, slightly like that, okay? That indicates that he relishes the present rather than looking too far ahead. By looking left, he may be pondering how to enjoy his current state of being. Despite his childlike demeanour, he wears the fool's red feather. Can you see that? In his floral headdress. So he's got a floral headdress on. You've got to look carefully because the colours are rich and golden. So this suggests that our journey as we go forwards, and this red feather that we're seeing in a child's headdress, it's a sign and a symbology that he desires more growth and progress. Red is a very powerful sort of colour. There's plenty of orange going on there too, plenty of earthy colours. Orange is our passion. It's all about what we want. And a funny thing, when I was actually training in my tarot days as a student, when I went to tarot school before, back now, oh gosh, in the 90s, we had a lot of businesses because the internet was not, it was around, but it was not so easy. People didn't have it. There was dial-up and it was coming in and very few people had it. So you had to go to the library and access things. Or market research was done by market researchers standing in the street and asking questions or knocking at your door. And market researchers used to come in and say, okay, we want to know what's going to make people spend money. What do you psychics all say? And so, although we were all training, we'd done quite a lot of study, 3-4 years, I think. We were 2-3 times a week for a couple of hours each time. Yeah, we'd become a group of 10 that actually, and people would actually come in and say, what's going to have the effect and the desire to make people want to spend money or to make people eat? And it's orange. There's a mobile phone company by that name. There are certain shops that are like that. It's a colour where it makes you want to go more. Yeah, I'm going to give that to me. I want to feel good. So I just thought I'd share that with you as being a tarot student and working on getting there in my journey. But yeah, that's one of the things. They trusted us enough to actually go ahead and design their restaurant and their businesses, as in with the colours. They'd say, oh, what do we want for confidence and certain things? Stability, security, authority, whatever. So yeah, it all means something, but the orange blanket there, I just thought that would be something that I would say, that's exactly the colour where there is a desire to want to actually, it makes you hungry. It makes you actually want to be good to yourself, to actually not care about the credit card and paying it back, or be careful. Those kind of things. It suggests that our journey is incomplete when we look at the fact that we've got the fool's feather there. And there's still much to be inspired by. And what that means is, hey, you know what? We're going to have even more fun. This isn't it. It gets better. It just gets better and better. Bit like I'm saying about orange, it makes you want to know that you want more. Yeah, this is great, but I'd like more, please. And the garland in the card contains 7 flowers around our child's head, 7 of which are yellow, and they've got red centres. Now, these yellow flowers are believed to symbolise happiness and good fortune, and the garland with the 7 yellow flowers represents a time to relax and enjoy the good things in life. Also, the 7 yellow flowers indicate the child's thoughts are lively and full of life and passionate and having fun. This child features the white horse, doesn't it? And it's no longer depicted as something that's difficult. We've got this horse that is calm and serene and being ridden by a naked child without any harness and without any saddle. That is symbolic of trust, balance, flexibility, and flow from the child's perspective, which demonstrates the belief and faith of our own security. Again, it's a bit like, it doesn't mean everything's just perfect. What's perfect, by the way, and how long would perfect last? It's a state of being where you choose to go, you know what, I'm feeling happy and I just want to be in this place and in this space. And, you know, I want to ski, I want to go horse riding, I want to go tobogganing, I want to go swimming, I want to turn around and go traveling, I want to study, yeah, I want to chill out, that's what I want to do. Or I want to cook, it relaxes you, whatever it is. What are you people doing tonight? Hopefully, the sun is your guide. You're here with me and we're doing our lovely thing that we love and enjoy, which is tarot. Nobody's here because they're forced to be. You're here because you want to be, I hope. And it is something that gives me joy. It absolutely does, and that's why I do what I do. So it also suggests that the challenges have been conquered already and they're not a problem anymore. And if they are, you're choosing to go, I'll figure it out. And the child is riding that horse without inhibition. And they're breaking free from all of the boundaries, enjoying all of the innocence, and everything's uncomplicated, just like when we're a child and we've got that happiness of going, we don't need to be stressed. And from the horse's perspective, there's no control over him, nor any waiting for directions or disasters to actually come in and occur. And the horse can allow that life force to direct him, and his mind is now unharnessed. So it's all symbolic. Despite the freedom, the horse still gazes forwards with a very stern eye. Yeah? That indicates that he's aware of his responsibilities and the wishes to keep what he has gained. So he's going, I'm not taking this for granted. The horse's stare can remind us that while we bask in the sun, others may carry the weight of issues and not be as accessible as we are. So those who have supported us and cared for us in the past might still be doing so. And they have their foundation of happiness, since all things stem from a source. Those that have supported us might just not be in that same place, and they will also gain happiness, but everything stems from a source. So it's important to remember that while everything's going well, we should take time to enjoy ourselves, as nobody's efforts to create our happiness should be seen as a burden to them. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, quite often, one of the biggest, most attractive things that can come up for somebody in a tarot reading, a relationship reading, can be that the view from, shall we say, the two people that are in question in the reading, i.e. the person having the reading, the person I'm asking about, and they're going, what does he think of me? What does she think of me? This kind of thing. Quite often you will see that the person thinks very highly of them because they feel that there is an independence in the querent, the person that's actually having the reading. And so the querent's saying, oh, I'm going to ask about Mr. X or Mrs. X. What do they think of me? And that's actually, they think you're really something special because you've got your own life and your own independence and you take responsibility for your own happiness. So that's very liberating to be around, and they love that energy of you because you are not making them feel responsible for your happiness. They know if you're going to go for a walk and you suggest, do you want to come with me for a walk? That if they say yes or no, you're going to do it anyway. It's a lovely thing to see, and this is when the Sun card comes in and they go, really? They're like that? Oh, of course, I've got to. A relationship is enhancing what I do, but not responsible for actually it's the only way I'm happy. And that's lovely. And you just know that that relationship is going to build and grow and thrive because they are taking accountability for their own happiness, and responsibility for the other person's happiness is not a burden to them, just like this is saying. That's really a really good example. The banner that the child is holding signifies the triumph. That's that orange. To me, it looks like a blanket, but it is a banner. You can see that if you look at the very top side of the card. It's a banner that's being waved, but it always reminds me of a blanket, and that's what I've got to say. It's a comfort, but it's a banner, and it signals triumph in achievements and the persistence of ambition. And that colour, remember I said, is passion. However, it's a time for us to let go of our past efforts and revel in what's already been accomplished. So it's like saying, hey, I'm going out to actually say, good for me. I deserve to turn around and go and have some fun. And that's exactly what this card is all about. So this is a victory that's often represented by orange or red, which signifies the enjoyment of life. And sometimes that's our chakra, the navel chakra. So that's the one that makes us hungry, it makes us greedy, it makes us feel sexy, and it makes us actually desire things, and it makes us want to spend money, and it makes us feel, I want to be good to me. And that's what the Sun card's about. I just love this card. Of course, the energy of the card that I'm doing, teaching it, or when I was actually a student, does have a big impact on you. There you go, there's one of mine, one of many. The crystal to make sure that you are brought back to your own energy. Crystals actually just rebalance us back to who we are. So when the Sun card shines on you, it fills your life with energy, compassion, and a sense of achievement and success. And the positive energy that it spreads to those around you brings them great joy and a happiness too. And the Sun's influence is powerful and direct, and you will experience a real sense of optimism and completion in everything that you do. Remember that happiness is a state of mind that we all possess. And with the Sun, we don't go out to seek it. It's just naturally present within you. You're giving it to yourself. It's about the hope, it's about your achievements, it's about the luck. And you know what? You create your own luck because there's always an opportunity. And it's also the chance to have peace. It's a fresh start. It's a time to enjoy what life offers, and it dissolves all of those stresses. Oh, Carla, thank you so much for actually sharing that with me. I'm really pleased that you're enjoying it. I hope that you are finding as much fun as I had making it, sharing it, and I hope this is helping that course alive for you. And you're always here. I'm very grateful for that. It's lovely to have you along. There's some cards representing that release from the limitations and restrictions of the dark, and filling us with light and that intense, lovely energy and heat that comes from the Sun. So it's symbolising joy, freedom, play, and lots of energy and drama, of course, play and fun. And so the sun, it's our inner child. It needs to come out to play. It's not just about, oh, I connect with it and have a chat. Go and play, go and have fun. Go and, if you need to, do whatever it is. Go on a canoe, go and feed the ducks, go to the sea, go on an aeroplane, ride your bicycle, read your book, or give yourself time, give yourself relaxation, or go dancing, learn to sing or learn something new, whatever it is. Okay, so it suggests a period of growth and abundance in life where self-expression and creativity are encouraged. And this is a card that will also relate, of course, to gardening, to animals, horses, of course. And the sun is definitely a card of success. So it's the passing of exams, the passion, the enthusiasm to make things work for you and to be an inspiration to yourself and to those around you. So it's really absolutely a beautiful card. So it represents time for living in the moment and enjoying life, doesn't it? With a beautiful sense of inner peace and personal fulfillment. So if you're seeking a definite answer to a question and the sun card comes up, it's always a positive outcome. The sun is associated with success, achievements, accomplishments and glory, and congratulating yourself on a job well done. So you know, if somebody's saying, I'm learning to drive, or I'm learning to actually, whatever it is, dance or pass an exam, and this card comes up, can you see sign of achievement, success and accomplishment and congratulations on a job well done? That's a definite yes. It can represent the release and the freedom and let go of all your woes and your worries, because well, they'll be there again another time, and if you worry about it today, will it matter in 100 years? So that's really lovely. Oh, wonderful. That's what I use to stream to you, because I like to show things like this and not be just holding up a card and having it over my mouth and my face, and or just the card and you not know. We need to make a connection when you're learning tarot, and it's important that you are able to actually receive from me. And if I'm not for you, I'm not for you. I'm sorry about that. I'm not right for everybody. I accept that. But it's important that I wanted you to feel calm, peacefulness, and a sense of serenity and joy, and that this is a great, safe place to be. And if you don't like it and it's not for you, you know what? We won't waste your time. And thanks for trying us. But this is what I wanted to do, and that's why I use Ecamm. I didn't want to. I've tried it before. I've done it years on my old platform, going through Facebook, holding up cards, giant cards, trying to put it all in screen, trying to get it to focus in the camera. I've got cameras that film down. If you look at my old videos, you'll be able to see them. It's not easy to see the image. It's not easy to see the details. We spent a year trying to get the images to look clear with camera, and no matter what we did, I just cannot afford the camera that would be absolutely right for that. I just can't. I've spent way too much money on the studio and all the effects that, no. We decided to use what we're doing here, which is an overlay. And yeah, I hope you like it. And it's just a case of being able to see everything that you could. Just like this card, your inner child will come out to play and give you fun. It's a card of say, I love this, be youthful and stay young at heart. Absolutely. And I have a Leo moon, and I firmly believe that really balances me, because it's my emotional self on how I actually process everything that's going on out there in the world and how the outside world affects me. And that Leo is, it can bring me such joy, you know, and my emotions are, it's all about being innocent, transparent and pure. And that's By the way, we are in a lunar moon, and happy Aries to everybody. We went into Aries today officially, but astrologically, of course, we went in a couple of days beforehand. No matter, officially I would say 21st of March, that's Aries, but yes, we are officially in Aries. To all our fire signs, Leo, because of the Sun card, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and to all our Aries who are due a birthday, if it's your birthday, many happy returns. Don't forget, on the shorts on YouTube and TikTok, I always do a weekly birthday for the sign that we're in. We started this week with Aries, and we've gone through since Gemini last year. We've done one every week. We for Gemini and Cancer, and you can always go and look at yours because there's a year's worth there almost. The Sun ignites a significant period of creativity and activity. The Sun ignites a significant period of creativity and activity. It's time to get started on anything you want. So if you're thinking about joining a class or painting or writing that book, anything where you're going to express yourself creatively, or what gives you that sense of fun, your joie de vivre. Optimism and positivity are always around the Sun when it appears. So you may be enthusiastic or passionate about a project or a person. Look at your hidden talents. Maybe you've not discovered them. Now is a time to actually allow it to arrive. Your enthusiasm and your happiness are like magnets for those around you, and they will bring cheer and happiness to them. The happiness that you find in the Sun is not superficial, by the way, and it's not fleeting either. It just comes from an inwardly happiness that just makes you feel happy from the inside out. I've got this. It's not that I'm showing you the Empress. I'm showing you that if you want some tarot keywords, I've got this tarot keyword sort of PDF available on the website in case you're interested. A lot of the actual phrases that I use are professional terminology that I would use. It's a lot of keywords there. So that might help you, okay? And of course, our beautiful Sun will come out there. We've done Temperance, we've been through all of these, but these are just very simple bullet points if you want. There's also the courses. We did the Moon last week. If you didn't catch that one, go and have a look. I loaded a recording of that up today before I came on. So there's our Sun card, all right? And the other thing I've got, if it's any help to you, this is the PDF journal So this is where you can keep a journal. I kept a journal. I've still got that journal today. It is dated, I think, 1992. I started keeping a journal then. It wasn't like this, it was an exercise book. But if you look, I even put, you can just download it. And I've just made it. Now, the beauty of this is you can download it and go, actually, I need some more Knights of Pentacles because I've got so much to write or whatever it is. And I've done, so you've got your cards there, whereas I used to have to go writing as fast as I could to try and, gosh, what card am I doing? You can download it and yeah, you can just keep your notes as in spot on for what you want them to be. I'm going to jump as in along here, so there's our Queen of Cups and it goes back to here, which is, that's what it looks like. And yeah, from the Fool right through. And so as we go towards the end of the book, let me show you. So it goes right through, and then I've done today's card there. What else have I done for you? I think that one's a bit different. Yeah, did it like that. So for your pairs. So your keywords, your thoughts, your feelings, really helpful. It's only a couple of quid, so you know, do whatever. It was lovely to have your company. Have a beautiful week. I'm going to catch you soon. Until then, Tuesday we'll be doing combinations of the Sun card. This was a great one tonight. I'll see you soon. Have a great equinox, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and go back and watch anything that you've missed. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.